Despite the fact that Florida continues to be one of the states that's hardest hit with a surge in new coronavirus cases, turns out that Walt Disney World has no interest in postponing its reopening date. They still plan to reopen in July. So there are workers pushing back against this. Workers are pushing back, claiming that reopening puts public health at risk, as Florida has reported a record single-day increase in coronavirus cases 4 times in the past week, with back-to-back days of over 5,000 new cases on Wednesday and Thursday. So the Florida Department of Health reported that the state confirmed 8,942 new cases of coronavirus on June 25th, breaking a record set earlier this week. The Florida Health Department also reported a frightening rise in the rate of positive test results. On Thursday, 13.1% of test results came back positive, compared to 8.9% on Wednesday, confounding Donald Trump's recent assertions repeated on Thursday that, quote, if you did not do testing, you would not have cases. I mean, it's just the argument that, oh, no, we've been doing everything right. The only reason why we're seeing an uptick in cases is because we've improved testing. No, in multiple cases, health experts have shown that even with the same amount of testing, we're seeing an uptick, a significant increase in new coronavirus cases.
So guys, unfortunately, more bad predictions now, because we now have record number of cases, worse than we ever had, including in March and April. I think we will soon see record number of deaths, because it takes a while for the deaths to catch up. I hope I'm wrong about that. But now, even with Texas and Florida saying, okay, we got to close the bars. I mean, it's literally the least they can do. But those are rabid right-wing governors, and they don't want to admit anything. And in fact, right now, the right wing is yelling at Abbott, who's a unreal right-winger, and they said, not enough, not enough. No, you won't drive us over the cliff as fast as we want to drive over the cliff. So another thing that's going to happen is they've got to relent, because it's a record number of cases. So we're going to have to close the economy back down, which is brutal. Nobody wants that. Number one, we're all going crazy inside the houses. It's not a right wing, left wing thing, guys. Right wing, you're not the only one who wants freedom. Yes, we want to be able to see our family and friends. We want to be able to travel. We want to be able to go to restaurants. We want to do all those things. And yes, when we reclose, what's going to happen to all the Disney workers? We care about that. And are they going to get fired? Are they not going to get fired? How are they going to pay the bills? We care about these things, but we care about their lives more. So we're not going to have a choice. Even the most right-wing governors don't have a choice. So brace for impact. There is no plan right now. The Republicans don't have a plan, and Trump certainly doesn't have a plan for when we shut this thing back down. It is going to be an epic disaster.
And just a few more details about what's happening across the country, because while Disney World is still set to open in July, Disneyland in California, where there's also a significant surge in new coronavirus cases, has decided to postpone its reopening indefinitely. They were planning on reopening on July 17th. That is no longer the case. They have not given a specific date on reopening, which I think is the responsible thing to do. And Dr. Anthony Fauci said today that one of the problems, yes, is that some states opened prematurely, but then there are states like California, for instance, that took all the precautions, opened back up slowly, but people aren't taking the virus seriously anymore. They're not wearing masks when they go out, especially young people, and they're not really listening to or taking seriously the social distancing guidelines. And yes, you're right. In Texas, finally, Governor Greg Abbott has decided to shut down bars because of the virus spreading so quickly. But he has also decided to leave restaurants open. They'll remain open at 50% capacity, taking it down from 75% capacity. And he's also banned outdoor public gatherings of 100 people or more, which sounds like a pretty high number, to be honest with you. But he went from refusing to shut anything down to bending just a little bit. And I think that is due to public pressure and the sheer numbers. For instance, on Thursday, Texas saw another record number of new cases, 5,996, as well as hospitalizations, 4,739. The hospitalization number set a record for the 14th straight day. So when you see all these people hospitalized and you see these hospitals completely overwhelmed with new coronavirus patients, you have no choice but to do the responsible thing. I just don't think that Greg Abbott has gone far enough.
Look, I hate what it's doing to small businesses and to all of us and to the entire economy. But just do three things, please. And it makes a massive difference. Mass social distancing, and do not stay indoors with other people for a long time. The air conditioning and other things circulated in the air, that is totally proven. So like, I'm not as worried about the surfaces anymore. There's new information about that. There's new information on a lot of things. We thought maybe if you get it, you can get it again. It looks like that's not really the case. But if you do those three things, the mask, the social distancing, and not staying indoors too long with other people, you improve your chances of not getting it a lot. And then you can function in the world a little bit better, right? But if you're ignoring those things, you're inviting disaster for yourself and everyone you know.
Thanks for watching The Young Turks, really appreciate it. Another way to show support is through YouTube memberships. You'll get to interact with us more. There's live chat emojis, badges. You've got emojis of me, Anna, John, JR. So those are super fun. But you also get playback of our exclusive member-only shows and specials right after they air. So all of that, all you gotta do is click that join button right underneath the video. Thank you.